Dzień dobry, cześć. Witam was w kolejnym odcinku. Tak jak skończyliśmy sobie na naszym pilotażowym, idziemy do zadania pobocznego, pomówić z naszym sprzedawcą. Kupiec jest w środku, podpowiada nam nasz prywatny ochroniarz, nazywajmy go po prostu. W ogóle w poprzednim odcinku napadli nas bandyci. To był hit. O, też jest chory.
You can start by explaining to me why you refused to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, sir. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master at arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an agent. And I'm only obeying orders.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain. It's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders. Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second...
That's right. And so he...
Good.
I'll be
Huh?
damned.
Sorry, Captain.
Following orders.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You're demanding a second payment but refuse to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
Spróbujemy go. Mamy tak, charyzma, podstraż go karą więzienia, intuicja, zaproponuj łapówkę, zastrasz go, odejdź. Spróbujemy użyć tej naszej charyzmy. 75% powodzenia, więc postraszę go więzieniem.
I don't think you understand who you're dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lord de Sardet, nephew of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion, theft. You know as well as I that the congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That is a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise, without delay. Unless you'd rather your master is hung and that you finish your days in prison.
As you request, my lord.
O, udało się.
I shall go immediately and ask that these crates be delivered to the attendant.
No i
Now
pięknie
that's
załatwiliśmy
a wise
sprawę.
decision.
Thank you. I was beginning to think this would never end. You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
No i dobra. Czyli idziemy tu do kwatermistrza. Idziemy ciemnymi uliczkami, może znowu nas ktoś zaatakuje. O. Haha! No i dobra, walka jest trochę oklepana. Nie wiem, czy nie wziąłem za łatwego poziomu. No ale to dobrze, w końcu my jesteśmy głównym bohaterem. Pójdziemy w tym kierunku. Jesteśmy głównym bohaterem, zabijamy bez problemu takich gamoni. A lecimy z przygodą. Dobra, tu nie mam żadnego lootu. Ale to dużo ich nas tu atakuje, jak na jakiegoś tam bratanka księcia czy kogoś. Czekajcie, bo się zgubiłem. Tu w lewo. Tak? I tam w lewo, dobra. Ciekawe, czy mogę przeskoczyć przez ten płot. A jest, wspinaj się.
Citizens of Serii, come to me. You won't regret this miraculous opportunity. Your time is precious.
Kolejny
in these
tu.
dark hours, but what you are about to discover could save your life.
Dobra, jest.
You'll find all you need.
Jest miejsce, którego szukamy. Nie ma co. A, w poprzednim odcinku zapomniałem wam wspomnieć, że ten poprzedni był wrzucony dość późno, bo około 21. A normalnie odcinki będę wrzucał koło południa, tak. Tak sobie wymyśliłem, że koło południa to jest dobra godzina. Więc codziennie koło południa, taka jest moja obietnica. Jakbym nie dał rady, czy odpuścił, to możecie olać
It is
to
an honor
wszystko.
to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes, we were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 4D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
No dobra. Czyli mamy kolejne zadanie poboczne. Gdzie to są nasze zadania? Gług. To czerwone jagody pochodzące z krzaków głogo. Składnik wykorzystany głównie w nauce do tworzenia leczniczych eliksirów i proszków wskrzeszenia. O, no i dobra. Czekajcie, gdzieś tu był dziennik zadań. O, jest, dobra. Poboczne. Znajdź sposób, by przetransportować ładunek na Tier 4D. No i dobra. To robimy. Poboczne zadania też robimy, to jest ważne. O, daleko. No i dobra. Nie no, mamy eleganckie itemy z preorderu, więc tawerna koszary. Idziemy tędy. Na bank nas będą atakować. Albo i nie. Stare magazyny. Ale bandziory. To mnie irytuje, to jego zbieganie ze schodów. Chociaż no... No nie jest tragiczne to sterowanie. Jakoś to tam wygląda i się dzieje.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You man,
jaki
carry that
wytatuowany.
properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd be best to refuse.
Captain Vasco,
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship.
Not boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure, like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him.
Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
Relate.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So,
Chciałbym obejść
unless
formalności.
you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel.
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten it into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tier 3D. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse and noted on the manifest will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern.
Tawerna
But I haven't
strażników
heard
denara.
anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
Chłopiec okrętowy. Kiedy widział
When
go?
did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
No właśnie.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes,
Flavio i
there
Laura.
would be Flavio and Laura.
Might
To
I
ich
have a
musimy
word with them?
przepytać.
As you wish, you'll find them over there, in port.
Be back soon, Captain.
No dobra, mamy kilka zadań do zrobienia. To jeszcze tego zrobiło. Biuro kapitanatu. Pozbądź się strażników magazynu. Czyli mamy kilka opcji. Zbadaj zniknięcie nowicjusza, dowiedz się, gdzie jest Konstantin. Dobra, zacznijmy od kapitanatu, bo jesteśmy... Sprawdźmy tego nowicjusza. Szybka zmiana decyzji. A co? Ja tędy... Przejdę? Przejdę. Nie przejdę. Przejdź. Pominąłbym skrzynię z łupem, złote monety i amunicja. Kim on jest? Sir de Courlicion.
I still don't see Constantine at your side.
A, to jest ten mój
He's been a
mistrz.
victim of any foul play.
Don't worry.
No dobra.
We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
What will be your official title on Tier 3D? Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor. Nothing
Oh.
wrong. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master.
Okej.
I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do.
Tędy pójdziemy. Dobrze. Zbadamy zaginięcie naszego nowicjusza. Flavia.
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cabin boy who's gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Ale
Yes.
mają tatuaże
Your
brzydkie,
captain
co?
asked me to go
Na
and find
ryjcach.
him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
Kiedy go po raz
When did you
ostatni
last see him?
widziałeś?
2 days ago, in the evening.
2 dni temu?
We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Why? I haven't the faintest idea.
Zapytał, czy miał
Do you
tam...
think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
Jakichś znajomych
Does he
innych?
know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Nikogo.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should.
To musimy tego
The
Lauro
itch for a drink gets us all, but
przesłuchać.
to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
I need to be going. Farewell.
Mam nadzieję, że nadążacie za napisami, bo nie można ich zwolnić. Więc... nie chciałbym tego tłumaczyć wszystkiego. Znaczy się czytać. Bo przetłumaczone jest. Zawsze możecie sobie zapauzować i przeczytać, więc... nie ma paniki. O jest, Lauro pewnie.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him.
Ten też ma takie
Like I've
tatuaże
been
jak ona.
crying to the 9 death winds. He didn't go missing, he was taken.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
No
How would
właśnie.
I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof, gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
No dobra.
Thank you, Lara. I need to be going.
Idziemy szukać. Wątpię, żeby nam on coś więcej powiedział. chociaż wygląda na to, że on musi nam coś powiedzieć, więc...
Well, now, did you find him?
No, but I'm not giving up hope.
Nie pytałem o
Did
nastrój.
Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and
No i
again
tej
he comes
informacji
out.
potrzebowałem.
When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
O,
Thank you, Lara.
tej informacji mi brakowało, żeby ruszyć zadanie dalej.
Story this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
No dobra, idziemy do tawerny. Tam będziemy mieli 2 zadania do załatwienia, więc fajnie się złożyło. Rozglądam się też właśnie za tym błyskiem, żeby nie było. Przed wyjazdem jeszcze pewnie sprzedamy rupiecie. W grze GreedFall misję można z reguły ukończyć na kilka sposobów. Podstęp, perswazja, intuicja, korupcja, tworzenie przedmiotów na stole. W grę wchodzą również groźby i walka. No,
Good day.
taka wskazóweczka.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
O Konstantin najpierw.
cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age. Hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes. Quite the talker.
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
O kurde.
The furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
No dobra.
I could repair this if I had some metal dowels.
Metalowe kołki. Tam był stół rzemieślniczy, nie? Oto. Rzemiosło. Rozumiem. Potężny eliksir. Smal do pancerzy. Proszek, amunicja. Ja nie wiem, czy mogę robić te... Ale mogę przetworzyć, o. Przetwórz. I przetwórz. I przetwórz. Ale materiałów teraz zyskaliśmy, zobaczcie. Metalowe kołki. No i możemy stworzyć 4 sztuki, pięknie. Tak. No i w ten sposób rozwiążemy zadanie. Fajnie. No dobra, ale zostanie jeszcze chłopak, więc...
And there you have it. You'd never guess they were once broken.
Well then, were you able to repair it all?
Yes, just like new. Or nearly.
That does indeed look like fine work. You know what you're doing.
I would hope. Can you tell me where I can find my cousin now?
Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me.
Oczywiście, że nie.
In any case, if you
Milczymy.
were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his pint. Anything else?
Tak.
I'm looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who's been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping? In my establishment? You should jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
Nie, to jest
I need
wszystko.
to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Do widzenia. Do widzenia.
Who are you?
O, też jest
I
chory.
don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No. Have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I am here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
No proszę.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Dziwna sprawa, co?
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
No.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so
No.
happens that I know the man.
Szczęśliwie
It
się
was the
złożyło.
Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Theleme embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Porywacze. Konstantin. Lecimy pierw po kuzyna. Tędy? Nie. Teraz. Ja nie wiem, czy tędy przejdę. Muszę iść tędy. Ta mapka jest taka jakoś słabo czytelna. Dobra, bo to już nas czas powoli goni. Odbijemy naszego kuzyna Konstantina. Chyba. I łupy. I wtedy następne... Myślałem, że szybciej wypłyniemy na wyspę. A jednak trochę tutaj jeszcze zabawimy. Ale jest tych chorych ludzi. Strasznie dużo.
If you had any idea who I am. Don't put up, imbeciles!
Jest Konstantin.
That
No dobra.
vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above.
It sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
Wolę się zakrać? W sumie możemy spróbować się zakrać. Ale jak tam wleźć? Tędy? Przez okno? No, nie mamy skakania, więc... Albo dołem. Spróbujemy dołem, no. Jak nie uda się...
It's blocked.
O kurde. A ja pewnie nie mam otwierania zamków, co? Eliksiry.
Blocked.
Jak było kopnięcie? Czyli tak nie wejdziemy. A. Dobra, nie mamy alchemicznej mikstury od obdarzeń żywiołów. Dobra, to pójdziemy inną drogą. Chyba, że tu jest ta mikstura. Nie. Wejdziemy głównym wejściem. Gdzie jest główne wejście? Nie, no musi być gdzieś wejście do tego magazynu. Co jest? A, dobra. Naokoło. Mapa to jest przydatne urządzenie. Wykrywanie przed tym.
He needed to be taught a lesson, but it's better we grab some coin. With all those posters we posted, someone with deep pockets will show up sooner or later to liberate the rooster. He's making a great deal of noise. We could knock him to my help, and death to the others.
Okej. Chyba jednak muszę ich pozabijać. Pamiętajcie, że gramy na łatwym, więc... Myślałem, że jak go zabiję od tyłu, to nikt mnie nie zauważy. O, klucz do celi Konstantina. Dobra. Uwalniamy kuzyna. No, tu byśmy się zakradli. Od dołu. Klucz do celi Konstantina. Po raz drugi. Użyj klucza. O. Stary zdobiony kubrak. Tu coś jest. Zbieramy wszystko.
Well
Well, this
No i
has
dobra.
been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress!
Constantine, it's me!
My dear cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fires.
I do what I can.
Już byśmy
We're
wyjazd
departing
zostali.
soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure.
O,
If you only knew how
Jestem
these
ja.
river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, good cousin. Now that we stand
Jest
boldly
nasz ten.
alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
There's no one left to pay, Your Highness. The brave
masz
Kurt
stary zdobiony
have already settled the
kubrak.
Really now? What a shame. I would have loved to have seen that.
Coś jeszcze
We've
możemy
nothing left
zrobić?
to do then than to board our ship. An adventure awaits us at the end of the
Nie,
stretch.
dobra. Niech tak jest. Teraz jeszcze mamy dwóch. O, musimy jeszcze ich ubierać. No i pięknie. Zadanie wykonane. Niedługo drugi level. Ale w tym odcinku już nie zdążymy. Teraz lecimy. Słuchajcie, lecimy tu. Znajdziemy porywaczy i zdobędziemy tego młodego. A na razie kończymy. Jest moich dwóch towarzyszy. A na razie kończymy ten odcinek. Cieszę się, że dotrwaliście do tej pory. Jeśli dotrwaliście, jeśli nie, to szkoda. Ale jak dotrwaliście, to komentujcie, oceniajcie, dajcie łapkę w górę jak się podobało, łapkę w dół jeśli się nie podobało, subskrybujcie kanał i zapraszam Was na kolejny odcinek jutro. Cześć, pa!